Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Thursday night's non-alcoholic beer review. I've kind of gotten, I've sat down and thought and tried to work out a schedule. So basically, I am going to be doing my best to produce one alcoholic beverage review a week, and that is what I'm happy doing with like balancing other hobbies as well as um, my health and everything. But it's kind of contingent on the amount of money. So I kind of capped how much I can spend for this hobby, and I don't want to go and say it because it'll make me look even more pathetic and poor than I already look. But yeah, so that's pretty much guaranteeing about four reviews or so a week. Four reviews, not a week, a month. Keep the channel going, as it were. And yeah, non-alcoholic things, maybe sodas and maybe teas or something. I'll try to throw those in there, maybe. Not too sure. Um, anyways, I'm going to dub this review annoying review. So I got part of my tax information in the mail, and I put it in the outside pocket of my bag rather than the inside pocket of my bag. And while I was at the store, it fell out. So I didn't realize that till I got home. And since the store is closer to my parents' place than where I live, I called my mom to go and check with the store. And even though I called them and they said, "Oh yeah, we have it in our safe," and somebody is, I told them I'd come by later in the week to pick it up, and I thought, well, if by doing that I run the risk of somebody wondering why there's a random piece of mail in the safe and doing something else with it. So I figured, oh, maybe I should get somebody down there ASAP. So I asked my mom, who lives 5 minutes away, um, go down there and check. And they had already stuck it in the mailbox, to return to sender, and that means part of my tax information is going to get sent to like a massive thing where it's going to the black hole Calcutta. So I'm a little bit pissed off about that, but yeah. But you know what? There's non-alcoholic beers today, and what are we reviewing today? We're reviewing Samuel Adams Just the Haze. This is a hazy IPA, non-alcoholic, of course, 98 calories. So yeah, kind of a bit more calories than Athletic Brewing Company's I hazy IPA, which was 85 calories. So let's read the back here. With this Samuel Adams non-alcoholic brew, we remove the alcohol slowly and gently, leaving all the rich flavor of a world-class IPA. It's hazy, hoppy, and brewed with pride and attention to detail. Cheers. Okay, well, let's just go and pour this out now, shall we? Because I'm thirsty. Oopsie. Shit. Sorry, I accidentally got some of it. Ah, fuck. Well, that pillow's going to smell of beer, and I sleep on it, so put a pillow here now because I need some more back support than what these office chairs create. Okay, so it is hazy, not as hazy as a real alcoholic IPA, but definitely more hazy than any other non-alcoholic IPA I've seen. Sort of in yellow with slight tinges of orange, and a nice fluffy white head, big fluffy white head. This head has a lot of staying power to it. Definitely a lot of fruit notes there. Got mangoes, touches of papaya, passion fruit. So definitely a lot of tropical notes in that nose there. Smells very sweet. So there's nothing in the nose or in, you know, this that kind of belies the fact that it is non-alcoholic. Now, onto the palate now, shall we? Now, when is the date on this? June 2024. Yeah. So it's very fresh. But at the same time, there's not much bitterness to this. There is a lot of juiciness, but not much hot bitterness at all, even by hazy IPA standards. Usually there's more bitterness, they're not as bitter as other styles of IPAs, but they generally have a bit of that bitter rasp. And this one, very reduced in comparison. Consequently, the sugars sort of show up a bit more, especially in the mids and into the finish. This also kind of has that strongest of that sort of worty cooked beer, cooked vegetables taste of the newer generation of IPAs that I've tasted. I mean, it's still nowhere near the levels of O'Doul's or some of the others that I've tried that, are just awful. But this one is much more apparent than in the Athletic Brewing Company's ones. Don't know why. On the plus side, however, the mouthfeel is very close to regular beer mouthfeel. It doesn't. While it's still thin feeling, it's thin feeling within sort of. It doesn't feel non-alcoholic thin. It's got a bit more oomph there than other beers that I've had. All in all, if it didn't have that one tasteful of having such a relatively strong wort note to it, this would be a pretty darn good non-alcoholic beer. It's still good, but I wouldn't say it's like, wow, I want to drink this constantly. And it's not even the wort note that turns me off. It's more the sweetness. It's like if I wanted something that's this perceptibly sweet and has that little hot presence, I just go and drink some fruit juice. I mean, I could see this being somebody's jam, though. If you're really into hazies, and especially those juice bomb hazies, yeah, this would be right up your alley. But even when it comes to regular alcoholic hazy IPAs, those are not up my alley. So, this isn't going to be it. I'm still looking for a good non-alcoholic Belgian beer, but I don't. I think that's probably going to be like advanced class non-alcoholic beer, getting all those phenols to work properly in a non-alcoholic beverage. So, what else can I say about this beer? I mean, if you're looking to just like have a non-alcoholic beer and have something that is sort of evocative of that juice bomb experience, this is probably going to be the non-alcoholic beer to go for. It's got more of that juiciness and more of the sweetness than Athletics Hazy IPA. That said, I prefer Athletics Hazy IPA just because it's more towards my particular taste in beers, less, not so much. I'm not a fan of the juice bombs. Just the way it is. If I want juice, I'll drink juice, like actual fruit juice. I have a carton of grapefruit juice if I wanted that. So yeah, Your mileage may vary, as in all things. And that, folks, is your beer review, non-alcoholic beer review, for this Thursday night. Tomorrow night will be an actual alcoholic beverage review. I'm decided that Fridays I'm going to drink my one beer and be done with it. Ready, folks? Cheers.